Hello everybody, welcome to Whiskey Book. Today we're going Gray Man. See you in a few. Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Book. I'm incognito today because I'm the Gray Man, or actually I'm going to talk about the Gray Man. The Gray Man is a book series by Mark Greaney. Once again, cheating audiobook. Sue me. I love the audiobook. The narrator in the Audible audiobook for this, I'm sorry, I'm going to go off on a tangent right away, is awesome. The voiceover for the Gray Man is, his voice rings in my ears now. It's awesome. This series is awesome. I'm on the last book now, but it all started with the Gray Man, and we're going to talk about where this starts. But it's Whiskey Book, so we have to have a book or a whiskey to go with the book. Book, whiskey, book. And today, what better whiskey than Bulleit 10 Year? Why Bulleit 10 Year? Because in this book, there's a lot of bullets. There's a lot of knives. There's a lot of spy. There's a lot of subterfuge. There's a lot of tactical. And oh my God, is it good. I mean, it's really good. So here today on Whiskey Book, I have Motorcycle Mike, has the mic, so you can hear me. And we're going to dive into this bourbon, and we're going to dive into this book just a little bit. I don't go too in depth on either because time, man. We all play by the rules of time. So what do I have here? I have Bulleit Bourbon. Never tried this, the 10 year. I've tried the regular Bulleit. It's kind of a light honey tea. Get a lot of green tea. Really light flavors. Good sipper, daily sipper. Goes down easy. Have not tried the 10 year. I'm hoping it's got a lot more depth than the regular one. And this is bottled in by the Bulleit Distilling Company, Louisville, Kentucky. And this one here is going to be 90, can't read with the sunglasses on, 91.2 proof. How do these spies do it? They're running around at night with sunglasses on, and they can see everything. Okay, so before I get way out of whack here, Mark Greaney, the Gray Man, if that's ringing in your ears a little bit, that's because Netflix, I've been doing that a lot lately. That place has been doing a lot of these book adaptations, some good, some bad. This one, it was a good action movie. The Gray Man is kind of a ghost. That wasn't what the movie was about. So anyway, we're going to get into this bourbon right off the bat because why not? Let's do a little drinking before we start talking about the book. So Whiskey Book tradition, other than last time, I'm going to, this has a pull tab. I'm going to open this on camera because I like challenges. Well, that was easy. Okay, listen for the pop. Not bad, not bad. And yes, I know, technically I should let these air out a little bit before I try them. Don't worry, they'll get their time in the sun or out of the sun. Okay, Bulleit Bourbon. Right off the bat. Let's go bourbon before book. Very light. Airy. Light, airy. Reminds you of a little bit of vanilla in there. Maybe sitting in a forest by a babbling brook in fall with the leaves falling. Oh, there's a little bit more vanilla. Not deep smell. Not anything deep though. No deep. What do you call no senses? Smells. Okay, so right off the bat, it's still light. It's a little bit stronger than the regular Bulleit bourbon. Let's dive in and find out what we got. Okay, spice right on the tongue. Oh, that's pretty good. That is much more toffee toasted caramel on the sides of the mouth and the back of the throat. Definitely some more wood char in the back of the throat. Definitely sticking around longer. Still there. I got a bunch of spice right on the side of the tongue. The toffee washed over. I did Horse Soldier a while back. That washed over the entire mouth. This one, kind of the sides of the tongue and back. Not quite the mouth feel, but definitely better than regular Bulleit. Go back on his nose a little bit. Get some spice. Still getting that airy, just outdoorsy, fall, crisp air sense. Weird. Yep. Same thing. A little more spice that time. A little more proof that time. Getting those age notes a little bit. A little bit peppery. Didn't get as much toffee that time. I got more light vanilla, like vanilla whipped cream, just disappearing on the sides of the tongue. But the oak in the back, there's a little bit of oak char sitting in the back, and that's sticking around. So maybe we start doing these rating system here, because I like to rate things, and it's my opinion, and it's what I like. And so on this Gray Man Day, is this bourbon any good? The Bulleit 10, give it about a 3 out of 5. 7 out of, let's go out of 10. I don't like out of 5, because then you want to go like 3.25. No, I'm going to go 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. And that's good for the Bulleit bourbon. Bulleit bourbon, not bad. The 10-year, not bad at all. This probably wouldn't be my daily drinker. How much was this? This is a little bit more, obviously, than the other one. About $48, I think is what $45. Again, where I'm at, I've mentioned this before, it seems to be about $10 to $15 more than any other Whiskey Tube channel I watch. So there is that. So on to the book, the series, The Gray Man. So today, going to do the first book in the series. Again, Light of Doom. Mark Greaney, The Gray Man. What is The Gray Man? Well, maybe you've heard of the concept lately. If you're into tactical spy thrillers, or in books or real life, you follow people like Jack Carr, who I'm going to continue that series, the Terminal List. You follow 100 Deadly Skills, that kind of thing. The Gray Man is a concept that you're always ready for action, but you don't look like it. You go incognito as much as possible. You could walk down the middle of the street and you're the person nobody notices. But if crap hits the fan, you're ready to take action and deliver violence of action, hate, destruction, or just get the heck out of there, but you're ready for it. That's the Gray Man theory. The Gray Man theory delves a lot. It goes before this book what came out, but this series did a lot to lend credence to that theory of the Gray Man. So what's the Gray Man about? The Gray Man book, titled The Gray Man, the first in the series, is about Cortland Gentry. Cortland Gentry grew up around a father who ran a firearms range, who trained SWAT officers, and at a very young age, we're talking 16 years old, Court Gentry was teaching SWAT officers how to move, shoot, communicate, mainly shoot. He was running tactics, and I can tell you, because I was on a SWAT team, and I'm a firearms instructor who did training with a SWAT team. For a 16-year-old, that's a tall task. So that's where he started. Unfortunately, maybe Dad wasn't the most loving, caring dad. Cortland went down the wrong path, as some people tend to do in those situations. He falls in with the wrong crowd, and we're talking like gangster, Cuban, bad dude crowd. Ends up in a situation where 3 Cubans dead. I believe they were Cubans. He's arrested, thrown in prison, and who bails Cortland Gentry out? Well, the young man has skills, and the CIA saw those skills, and they said, we want some of that. So they bail him out with the caveat, he works for them. They own him. And so he develops the skills he already got working on the range, working with the attack teams as a young man, develops assassin skills. So we're talking a lot of parallels to the Matt Damon. Holy cow! The loses his mind, comes back, revenge on everybody. Except Cortland Gentry's not like that. The Gray Man doesn't want revenge. The Gray Man, he's he comes across as a cold killer, but he's a softie. The dude's a softie. He won't kill women. He won't kill kids. He will only take targets that he deems are bad dudes. And unfortunately, in this book, that gets him in some hot water with the powers that be. And this is where, I think this is like one of the very few points where the book references the show on that streaming service, where it kind of fits as he's betrayed by a good... Cortland Gentry doesn't have good friends. He's betrayed by the closest thing he could call a friend and an acquaintance, and he has to take out a team on an airplane, bail out, and then he goes solo. Because after that, and what makes this book so good, so exciting, is he is like, think of, wow, I can't think of just all the skills in the world. John Wick. Think of John Wick, loose in the world. I think John Wick is a little bit based on the Gray Man. I haven't read anything on that, but just watching the John Wick movies and reading the Gray Man series, I think John Wick comes from the Gray Man, because those are the kind of skills we're talking about. But Cortland Gentry has more of a conscience, and he takes that conscience on the road, and there is a kill order on him from the CIA, through Interpol, he can't go anywhere. Face recognition tabs him, and they're after him. And that's what this book is about, is him on the run, the contacts he's made, how can he use them, how can they use him. It works really, really well. I haven't been on the edge of my seat in books like this in a long time. I love the Terminal List series. There's a lot of moments in the Terminal List when it gets a little bit bogged down with equipment, and I love equipment, don't get me wrong, but you go way into the details, and we're only talking serial numbers here, not the Gray Man. The Gray Man just gives you just enough tactical information, just enough weapon information, just enough of everything. It's, to me, perfect pacing. It is, it's good. It's really, really good. Probably deserves a little bit better bourbon than this. So the book series, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's a 10 out of 10, and it's a must read. Get into the series, read this series, listen. I recommend some books. I recommend not the audiobook. This one I do. I wholeheartedly recommend this on audiobook. Just the narrator, just absolutely, no pun intended, kills Cortland Gentry's voice. Like, his voice comes through, and it's like, that's who I imagine. And I don't get that on a lot of audiobooks. But, so, down here, okay, Cortland Gentry, after he goes, okay, I got to back up a little bit. I jumped so ahead. So, when he was with the CIA, he was a loner asset. His code name was Violator. He did everything. He's non-military, just trained by the CIA and his father. He gets in with a Sierra team, which is a CIA Special Activities Division called Special Detachment Gulf Sierra, otherwise known as the Goon Squad, because they're the muscle for the CIA, and they're sent in when the smart people can't figure everything out, even though the guys on this are pretty damn smart. And on that team, he is known as Sierra 6 because there's 6 members of the team. He's the last one on there. Sierra 1 is the leader. And that's important because Sierra 1, Sierra 6 have a on again, off again, we're friends, we're not friends bond drawn in blood and dirt and sweat and mud and all that. It's awesome. The relationship between Sierra 1 and Sierra 6 is really good. If I could criticize anything in this whole series, I would have loved to have seen a little bit more backstory and a little bit more character development of Sierra 2 through 5. You get names, you get a little bit of who they are just from their voices, but they don't. Anyway, Sierra 6 is no longer Sierra 6. He's back to his own violator in this book. Everybody's after him, including the Sierra team. His old team has to come at him. So cool. And he's on the run from them while still trying to take out some baddies because of some things that develop in the story. And I will not spoil that for you. I will just tell you that, holy cow, it's worth getting into. Just if you like any kind of thriller, spy, military, any genre that delves into that at all, I'm telling you, get this one, listen to it, read it, you'll love it. If you don't, put it down from there, but I can't imagine you not liking this one. As far as the bourbon goes, whiskey book, the book outdid the bourbon this time. Bulleit 10, not bad. I don't know, there's some cheaper ones that are probably better for daily sippers. This one sits as a kind of a middling. For the price, I'd just pay a few bucks more, get Wild Turkey Rare Breed any day, all day. Cooper's Craft 100 is cheaper, probably gives me a little more punch than this. But that ain't bad. Third taste again, I get a little bit more of that toffee in the barrel char, and that really pops out, and I really like that. But let's keep this a little shorter. Let's get the heck out of here, because who knows who's watching. Hey, thank you for watching this, and Whiskey Book out.